Welcome to DEO Nalgonda online classes. Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about physical science subject class 9th chapter heat. Already we know some concepts in 7th class: hot water, cold water, lukewarm water. We studied about all these in day-to-day life activities also. At the same time, heat and temperature, coldness and hotness, thermometry and thermometer, all these related terms we are able to see in day-to-day life. At the same time, thermal equilibrium, thermal contact, thermal radiation, conduction, convection, radiation, all these terms we discussed in day-to-day life. Whenever you are observing towards our heat and temperature, technically these two terms have special meanings. In order to discuss about those meanings by the help of simple activities, if you can take hot water, right, cold water, at the same time it is lukewarm water. Here it is hot water, cold water. Here it is hot water. Here it is lukewarm water. Here we can observe the temperature of hot body is more than that of lukewarm water. At the same time, the temperature of lukewarm water is more than that of cold water. If you can see, these three are at different temperatures. These three having different amounts of heat energies. Whenever you are observing towards here, heat, energy and temperature, we think that those two are same. But technically, these two terms differ from one another. In day-to-day life, if you can place iron pieces, nothing but metal pieces, at the same time wooden pieces. These two can be placed inside the refrigerator about 15 minutes or ice box. After 15 minutes, we take out these two materials. We can able to see these two are not losing temperature same amount. If you can touch iron, you feel much colder than wooden piece. The reason behind that we will discuss further. Another physical quantity will be, the quantity name is called as specific heat. Based on nature of material, the material having specific heat, due to that specific heat only, some bodies can be losing or gaining temperature. We will discuss in the following concepts. Before that, here, if you can see heat definition in the 8th class and 7th class, heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy. It can flows hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be contained in between the bodies. It is a form of energy. It can flows from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium contain in between bodies. Here you see here the definition of heat is a form of energy. It can flows from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attains or contained in between the bodies. Come to the previous concept. Here metal pieces and wooden piece, these two can be placed inside the refrigerator. If you can see, these two objects can be losing their temperature. We feel these two are very cold in condition. At that moment here, if you can touch these two bodies, we feel very cold. What happened here? You are losing heat energy from our body to metal pieces. That's why we feel very cool. When we can say a body is in cool condition, when we can say a body is in hot condition. If you can observe this activity, if you can lose heat energy from our body to objects like our metal piece, we feel coldness. At the same time, whenever you are observing inside the kitchen, mother is cooking something on the burning stove. If you can touch the utensil, you feel very hot. So, you are receiving heat energy from the utensil. What I am saying to you is here, if you are losing heat energy from your body, your feeling is coldness. If you are gaining heat energy from the object, you feel the body is in hot condition. The coldness or hotness, the degree of coldness or degree of hotness, that only can be explained about temperature. Conventional definition of temperature is degree of coldness of a body or degree of hotness of a body is called temperature. Once again, degree of hotness of a body or degree of coldness of a body is called temperature. Here, temperature is denoted by capital T. Temperature is denoted by capital T. Right, SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It is also expressed in degree Celsius. Degree Celsius we can call as degree Celsius. Here we can call as degree Kelvin. Here we have a conversion in between Kelvin, degree Kelvin to degree Celsius temperature. Here temperature in Kelvin scale, temperature in Kelvin, temperature in Kelvin is equal to, temperature in Kelvin call as K, 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius, degree centigrade or degree Celsius. That means here K is equal to 273 plus small t. If you can take here, temperature in degree Celsius can be taken as small t, temperature in Kelvin is taken as capital K, then the relation between degree Celsius and Kelvin is, or conversion in between temperature in Kelvin and temperature in degree centigrade. Here temperature in Kelvin is equal to 273 plus temperature in degree centigrade or Celsius. Here if you want here T at this moment here you can take this side. Here K minus 273 is equal to T. Here temperature in degree Celsius is equal to temperature in Kelvin minus 273. If you can see here 0 degree Celsius is equal to how much dash degree Kelvin. Here you can submit T is equal to 0 degree Celsius. At this point here K is equal to 273 plus 0, K is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. At the same time T is equal to 27 degree centigrade, then K is equal to how much? If we can take here K is equal to 273 plus 27 degree Celsius, you can get here right 300 degree Kelvin. Here like this conversions are present in degree Celsius to Kelvin. At the same time Kelvin to degree Celsius. Right, reverse conversion we are going to discuss in detail way. At the time of reverse conversion we can say temperature in degree Celsius is equal to temperature in Kelvin minus 273. If K is equal to 73 degree Kelvin, then T is equal to how much? At this moment here 73 minus 273 is equal to T. At this moment here minus 200 is equal to T. Then T is equal to minus 200 degree Celsius. That is the relation or conversion in between degree Celsius and Kelvin. Both are SI units only. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin as well as it is expressed degree Celsius also or degree centigrade also. At the same time, whenever you are observing towards our thermometer, the thermometer which is used in the laboratory, right? Here inside the thermometer mercury is present. The Latin name of mercury is hydrorgium. If you can place inside the hot water, the temperature inside the thermometer is raised up. Because of hot water is the hot body and mercury which is present inside the thermometer is cold body. Already we discussed here the definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy. It can flows from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. So at this moment here it is hot body, hot water is hot body and mercury which is present inside the thermometer is cold body. At the same time it is raised up to 60 degrees Celsius. Up to 60 degrees Celsius. Now the thermometer reading is here, right, 60 degrees Celsius. At the same time that 60 degrees Celsius reading thermometer can be placed in the cold water. At this moment here the temperature we can able to see inside the thermometer after a moment or 2-3 minutes, it is lowering the temperature from 60 degrees centigrade to initial temperature. In this case here, hot body is mercury which is present in the thermometer and cold body is cold water. So here also heat energy can be flows from hot body to cold body, but in this case hot body is mercury which is present in the thermometer and cold body is cold water. So children, finally we can get one conclusion. Heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. At a place of thermal equilibrium, we can able to see the temperature of the system. For example, already it is raised up to 60 degrees centigrade. Even you are placing 1-2 minutes extra also, you are able to see 60 degrees only, degrees centigrade only, because of in between hot water and the mercury, there is a thermal equilibrium attained. At the same time, if you can place inside the cold water also, it is reads to 20 degrees centigrade. After 2-3 minutes also, you can able to see 20 degrees Celsius only, because of in between these two, nothing but cold water and the mercury which is present inside the thermometer, thermal equilibrium can be attained. So finally we can get one conclusion. At a place of thermal equilibrium, the system neither receives nor gives out heat energy from it. That's why there is no rise in temperature or there is no lowering temperature inside the thermometer in these activities. So children, we can get one conclusion. Heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. We can able to see thermal equilibrium in the atmosphere also. If we are not able to receive heat energy inside the room, at that moment the objects which are present inside the room are same temperature with one another. For example, the duster, same temperature, board, same temperature, my pads, same temperature, chalk piece, same temperature, the air which is present inside the room, all together are in same temperature. What is the reason behind that? Because of all together are in thermal equilibrium with one another. Because of thermal equilibrium only, all together can able to show only one reading or only one temperature. So finally we can get one conclusion. At a place of thermal equilibrium, the system neither receives nor gives out heat energy from it. At the same time, at the place of thermal equilibrium, the temperature of the system is equal to its original temperature, nothing but its temperature of the system. Again we are saying its temperature of the system. Already we discussed here 60 degrees centigrade, that hot water temperature is 60 degrees centigrade only. So at a place of thermal equilibrium temperature, the system temperature can be same. System temperature, thermal equilibrium temperature, both are same. Finally we can say that at thermal equilibrium temperature, the system neither gives out nor receives heat energy from it. At the same time, thermal equilibrium can be explained by the help of another concept. If you can take here A and B, these two are thermal contact with one another. These two systems are individually thermal equilibrium with another system, that is C. Nothing but here A can be thermal equilibrium with C, at the same time B can be thermal equilibrium with C. At this moment simply we can say that here these two are in thermal contact with one another. Again thermal equilibrium with another system, that is C. A, C, B, C. At this moment here about it is 60 degrees Celsius. So it is in thermal equilibrium. We can able to say it is also 60 degrees Celsius. These two also we can able to get here 60 degrees Celsius. These two also we can able to get here 60 degrees Celsius. Finally we can say that here A, B, C all together are in thermal equilibrium with one another. So, at a place of thermal equilibrium, the system neither receives nor gives out heat energy from it. At the same time, heat, the quantity of heat can be represented by the letter capital Q. Quantity of heat can be represented by the capital Q. Already we discussed the definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. So, here about heat and heat energy we can discuss by the help of calorimetry. Calorimeter is the device. Calorimetry that could be explains about heat and heat substances. Calorimeter, that is one device which can be used to measure the amount of heat energy. So, here MKS unit of heat is joule. Why we are taking here joule? By the help of definition, heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. So, we said joule. So, SI unit of heat is joule. At the same time, CGS unit of heat is calorie. Here there is a conversion in between CGS to MKS or SI. Right, SI unit of heat is joule, CGS unit of heat is calorie. There is a conversion in between joule and calorie. Here from CGS to MKS or SI, here 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. Here you see here, it is the CGS unit, it is the SI or MKS unit here. There is a relation in between CGS to MKS. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. 1 kilocalorie is equal to here 4.186 into 10 power 3 joule. Because of kilo means here 10 power 3, that is equal to 1000. Here 1 kilocalorie is equal to, here decimal form can be written as 4186 by 1000. 1000 means here nothing but 10 power 3 joule. Here 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4186, these three cancel, joule. So, children, we can get one conclusion, 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4186 joules. Reverse conversion also will be here, 1 joule is equal to 1 by 4.186 calories. We have a definition about calorie. Calorie is the CGS unit. Already we discussed here. Calorimeter. Calorimeter is a device which can explain about heat quantity, how much it is released, how much it is observed and all. So, CGS unit of calorie definition is here. The amount of heat energy, required to raise the temperature. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius, nothing but 1 degree Celsius. This only can be recalled as your definition of calorie. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius is called calorie. Nothing but if you can take 1 gram of water, whatever may be that here, if it is 1 gram of water, already the water temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, right? It is 1 gram only, 1 gram water, its temperature can be measured by the help of thermometer. We got that is 30 degrees centigrade. Here we are supplying heat energy, putting on the tripod stove and supplying heat energy to the 30 degrees centigrade 1 gram water. Up to how much we are raising here? Only 1 degree centigrade only. How much? 30 plus 1, that is equal to 31 degrees Celsius. How much raised here? Only 1 degree Celsius, right? For increasing 1 degree Celsius amount of heat energy we can supply to the system. Whatever may be the supplied heat energy, that only can be is equal to 1 calorie. So finally we can get one conclusion. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Temperature and kinetic energy. Temperature and kinetic energy. The relation between kinetic energy and temperature. Ke is directly proportional to the T. We are going to show the relation between kinetic energy of the molecules is directly proportional to the temperature of the molecules, nothing but temperature of the system. For that we have one activity. Take a bowl. You can fill 3/4 of this bowl with hot water about 60 degrees Celsius. The hot water which is present inside the bowl is at 60 degrees Celsius. At the same time, another bowl also could we take. In that you can fill up to 3/4 level with cold water. Cold water. Like this here. In this here hot water is present. In this here cold water is present. Afterwards you can place gently food color, like this food color. That food color can be placed on the surface of these two here. Food color can be placed on hot water. At the same time, that food color can be placed on cold water also. Now, you see here, food color can be placed on hot water. That food color grains can be placed on the surface of cold water. You can observe the motion of the food color particles on the surface of hot water, on the surface of cold water. The grains which are present on the surface of hot water are in jiggle. Jiggle means here random in motion. Random in motion. Zigzag in motion. The particles which are present, particles are food colors. Particles are food colors which are present on hot water are in jiggle nature. Jiggle nature means here jiggling, jiggle, both are same here. Jiggling means here random in motion. Whenever you are observing towards the food color particles which are present on cold water, they are moving slow. What is the reason behind that? The particles which are present on hot water are moving fast. The particles which are present on the surface of cold water is slow. The reason behind that is hot water has more temperature, cold water has lesser temperature. Whenever you are observing towards a person, when the person is in the motion, if a person is in the motion, he can get into or he can possess kinetic energy. When a person is in motion, he can possess kinetic energy. Kinetic energy can be explained about process of a motion of an object. Whenever you are observing towards the particles which are present on the surface of hot water, due to more temperature, they can be moving in random in direction. Whenever those particles are in random in direction, they can get into kinetic energy. Otherwise, reverse case also we will discuss here. The particles which are present on the surface of hot water, they are in the motion. As the particles are in the motion, they can get into kinetic energy. What is the reason behind that? The reason behind that is the system temperature is responsible for the jiggling nature of the particles which are present on the hot container. If you can observe cold water, the jiggling nature is very less. Because of temperature is very less, the motion of the particles also very less. So finally we can get one conclusion. Whenever the kinetic energy is increases, temperature also increases. General experience, if we can move from one place to another place with a certain speed, our body temperature also can be increases. Whenever you are in the motion, you can get into kinetic energy. As usual, your body temperature also can be increases. The relation between kinetic energy and temperature is directly proportional with one another. Another concept here, temperature in Kelvin scale, also called as absolute temperature. Temperature is expressed in Kelvin, is called absolute temperature. Whatever may be the degree Kelvin, we can say that here absolute temperature. Absolute temperature means nothing but Kelvin temperature. Kelvin temperature only can be recalled as here absolute temperature. Nothing but the temperature of a system can be expressed in terms of Kelvin. That only can be recalled as here absolute temperature. So finally, the relation between kinetic energy and temperature is directly proportional with one another. Here you see here the food grains which are present on the hot water, their kinetic energy is more as well as temperature also more. Here the kinetic energy is less, the temperature also less. Here hotness is more, here coldness is less. So finally we can conclude that here heat is a form of energy which can flows from hot body to cold body by the help of this experiment also. Again another concept also we can able to explain. Heat is a form of energy, it can flows from hot body to cold body. If you can take a glass jar, the glass jar which contains 1/4 of water at 60 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Celsius, your wish. 60 degrees Celsius water is present. At the same time, on the surface of water, without any mixing of water and other substance, the other substance is coconut oil. The coconut oil can be gently you can pour on the surface of 60 degrees Celsius water. You must take care while pouring coconut oil inside the hot water. Care must be taken. These two do not mix one another. Already we know one concept, the density of coconut oil is very less than that of water. Due to less density, it can float on the surface of water. At the same time, you can take one lid. The lid contains two holes. By the help of two holes, we can able to insert the two thermometers. One can be inserted inside the coconut oil, another can be inserted inside the water. You can observe the readings inside the thermometer. Here, average kinetic energy of the water is more than that of coconut oil, because of water is hot body, coconut oil is cold body. Already we know the definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. Whenever you are observing towards water and oil thermometers, water inserted thermometer reading can be gradually decreases. Here coconut oil thermometer which is placed inside the coconut oil, that reading can be raised up, because of it is a colder body, it is a hotter body. So, heat can be losing from here to here. So, average kinetic energy of the water molecules can be decreases, average kinetic energy of the coconut oil molecules can be increases. Time is passed away. At the same time, once you can observe all these here activities, we can say one conclusion: heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be attained in between the bodies. Here also we can able to see average kinetic energy of the water molecule can be decreases, average kinetic energy of the coconut oil can be increases due to transfer of heat energy from hot body to cold body. So, we summarize all these here. Whenever you are observing towards the definition of heat, heat is a form of energy. It can flow from hot body to cold body till thermal equilibrium can be contained in between the bodies. Here, temperature gives or determines the direction of heat energy flows. Temperature determines the direction of heat energy flows, whereas heat is the energy that flows. That conclusion can be given by the help of all these activities.